did a road trip with my 2-year-old son who was potty training from Austin, Texas to Pawleys Island, South Carolina.
My senior year of high school, I rode with my parents, my 2 sisters, and my grandmother from New Hampshire to Disney World.
Road trips today, though, are very different than they were back when we were growing up. I mean, we just talked about it. In this car, we have 14 cameras, 5 computers,
internet,
GPS. We're filming the whole thing. We're connected with society.
But the good news is, with all the technology, kids are not as impatient in the cars today as they were. Because when we did that long drive from New York to Florida, I'll never forget it. My middle son, we were 20 minutes from our house, on the 20 minutes into the trip.
Yeah.
Are we there yet?
Just chill. Watch the world go by. Take it in.
Yeah, well, you used to play kind of graveyard or something like that. Do the find license plates. Find animals and count animals.
What's this animal on the side of the road thing?
Okay, so the animal game on the side of the road.
Roadkill?
Your sisters. Well, yes, you could use roadkill. You have to make that. You'd have to make that as part of the game.
Roadkill counts.
So you're on this side of the car. Your sister's on that side of the car, and you're counting pigs, horses, sheep, cows, things like that. And
in the
you
road.
count them. No, in the pastures on the side of the road.
Oh, okay.
And then if you pass a graveyard, it wipes out all your count, and you have to start again. So
we never played. That's a cool game. I've never even heard of it.
Yeah.
Now with all the electronics in cars, it's like getting in your car is like getting into a fighter jet. You've got all these controls. Even if you're driving to some place, like I find, even when I'm going to work and I know where I'm going, I still turn on the GPS because I like to see when I'm going to get there. What time am I going to arrive? How am I doing? Is there traffic to avoid? And you have all this data and information that you can have. It just makes driving more like commanding some, important vehicle and not just a car.
Now, Ford has that
app,
tracker
right?
thing.
Yeah.
That you can set the radio volume and the speed. Does it also track? Can you find GPS of where your kid is?
I don't believe it does yet. I don't believe it has gone that far yet. But it would seem like a logical next step, right? What he's talking about is Ford's got tied to your kid's keychain. You can make it so that when that keychain's in the car, the volume can only go to a certain level. You know what I want? It'd be really cool is if you could disable phone.
But it brings up a question. As far I agree with the speed and the phone and those kind of things about safety. But do you feel real good about tracking your kids where they are? Are you kind of violating some
We've
trust?
talked about that.
Yeah.
I do feel weird about it. Part of me, it's like, I like the concept of it, but I don't know if I would ever use it. I still don't know if I ever would or not. But it'd be kind of neat if they were on go back to road trip. That'd be kind of cool to follow along.
Follow the trip. Yeah.
I'll be tracking your movement.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wish I could drive and watch a movie on the windshield. That would be fun.
Well, you can do that when you're able to put your car into autopilot. Once
There you go,
they have autopilot, you'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, I mean, it's moving slowly but surely. Like this car has this. If you get too close to the car in front of you, it'll slow you down automatically.
Yep.
And those kinds. You see the commercials about the cars where if they sense an accident, it's about to happen, the seatbelt gets tighter. All these things happen. So I mean, the notion of a smarter car is already here.
You've been listening and watching Cast of Dads, the mother of all daddy podcasts, of course. If you want to get in touch with us, go to castofdads.com, drop us an email at castofdads@gmail.com, and just think your brand could be involved with fun, cool stuff like this if you wanted to. So definitely get in touch with us. We'll see you next time here on Cast of Dads.
This has been the Cast of Dads, the mother of all daddy podcasts.